Hello everyone. I hope you are all good and happy and healthy. Today I am going to start your first question of preparation of the final account of the companies of financial accounting, and that is from the TY Become SEM 5. First, I have to give my introduction. As you know me, I am a Professor Zakira Matbankar from Sant Gadge Maharaj College of Commerce and Economics. I am Assistant Professor as well as a HOD of the Accountancy Department. Today, I am going to start your first question. First, see, this is your question, and first I am taking the question from of course your textbook, and which is belongs to October 2015 university problem, and this sum actually only belongs to the income statement, or you can say the profit and loss account. How to do your profit and loss account into the schedule 3 format. So first, this is your question, and this is also available in your textbook. This is October 2015 sum. See, in the question I mark some highlighted things, which is a short form of the subhead in the statement of the profit and loss account. I am reading your question and bifurcating the expenses in different heads as well. So, see, I am reading the sum. Following is the extract of the trial balance of AMI Limited as on 31st March 2018. Here, sale is given, which will come in the revenue from operation. So, revenue from operation, I kept it highlight as a RO, that is revenue from operation. Opening stock of raw material will come under the head of material consumed, raw material consumed. Opening stock of finished goods will come in the changes in the inventory. Then purchase of raw material, that is also belongs to raw material, that's why it is also coming in the material consumed. Purchase return will also come in the material consumed. Sales return, revenue from operation, because we have to deduct this from the sale. Interest received on fixed asset and miscellaneous income, both are the income which will come in the other incomes, under the head of the other incomes. Freight on raw material belongs to material consumed. Salaries and wages, bonus to employees. Directors remuneration will come employees benefit expenses, ये जो है सब employee benefit expenses में आएंगे. Depreciation will come under the depreciation head, that is land and building, plant and machinery and furniture. Interest paid on debenture and interest on loan from the Bank of Baroda, this is a financial expenses, though it will come in the under the head of the finance cost. Then repair and maintenance expenses, insurance premium of office expenses, electricity charges, rent rates, audit fees, advertisement expenses and sundry expenses, all are other expenses, and they will come under the head of the other expenses. Now see, there are the additional information, means this is your adjustment. First is your closing stock of raw material and finished goods, okay, it is given, and this is given, see, this is here rupees 5 lakh is given for the raw material, and for the finished goods, I think I miss it, so I am writing here. No, I am not miss it, but it will come in a wrap tax. So I am just wrapping my tax, that is 6 lakh rupees, okay, respectively. I am just okay. See, this is closing stock of raw material and finished goods, that is 5 lakh, and finished goods raw material का जो है 5 lakh है closing stock, and finished goods का 6 lakh है. Outstanding electricity charges and rent and rate and taxes, both electricity is for 10,000, rent and taxes जो है 30,000 है हमारे. Miscellaneous income receivable, this is given 10,000. Before I am going through this, see, raw material closing stock is okay, but outstanding electricity charges and rent and taxes, if we have the adjustment on such type of the expenses, just mark the tick or highlight it. So when you are doing it, so in the video I am highlighting this, so I can know that this expenses is having a adjustment. So here the electricity charges I am just highlighting it, so when I am solving the sum, I can know that it has an adjustment. Then rent and taxes also, so I am highlighting rent and taxes also. Then miscellaneous income receivable also was rupees 10,000. So miscellaneous income, I put it in the income here. See, So I'm also highlighting this. And the next is 50,000 to be provided on bad and doubtful debt. See, this is only belongs to the profit and loss account, so there is no debtors, but doubtful debt is calculated and already the amount is given. There is no bad debts also, so directly this amount will come in the other expenses, under the head of the other expenses when we are calculating that. Prepaid advertisement expenses is given 20,000, so advertisement expenses we have to take. Then make a provision for income tax, that is 2 lakh it is given, so of course we have to put in the format, because in the format there is given the taxation value, so we have to do this. And now the next is next is we have to prepare the profit and loss for the year ended 31st March 2018 as per the provision of the Companies Act, and this is belongs to October 2015 only, I told you before. So now I am starting to solving the statement. See, first in the income statement you have to go with the format. Okay, so first in the format it is given, it is already given. See, this is the revenue from operation and other income. Okay, so revenue from operation, that is belongs to sale. So of course we have to write the sale value. So what we have to do, simultaneously we have to prepare notes to account. So this is the format of the profit and loss account, and you have to prepare the notes to account also. See, simultaneously you have to prepare the particulars, rupees and rupees amount. So this is the notes to account. Now how to calculate the revenue from operation? Here we have to calculate the total value. Notes to account, it is a type of your working note. Here you have to calculate the total value and you have to write the exact final value in the income statement. And how to do it, I'll show you. See, this is your revenue from operation. So what we have to put the revenue from operation, just see the question again. See, one by one I am doing. Revenue from operation is sales and your sale return, right, in the question. So what we have to do into the notes to account, we have to write the sale value. Okay, what is the sale value? 1 crore 20 lakhs, right? And then you have sales return, so we have to deduct the sales return from sales, and that is 20 lakhs. So the exact net sale value will be 1 crore rupees, and this value you have to write into the income statement. That is this is your revenue from operation. Clear? So whatever the calculation you have to do into the notes to account, and then you have to finally write the in the statement of the profit and loss account. Definitely you have to follow the format what is given in the schedule 3. Now the next is according to the format you have to write the other incomes. Okay, so now what is the other income? First we have to see the question. I put other income here, interest received on fixed asset and miscellaneous income. Nothing is there in the other income. See, so this is the only two things we have to write. So first see, come into the notes to account. Notes to account में हमको पहले second notes बनानी है. Number 1 is your sale and second is your other income. First पहले जो है हमको इंटरेस्ट रिसीव के साथ साथ हमारा मिसलिनियस जो इनकम है उसमें एडजस्टमेंट था, तो पहले मैं ये ले रही हूँ जिसका वैल्यू कितना है, दैट इज 4 लाख. ओके, एंड नाउ व्हाट इज द adjustment? See the question again, because see I highlighted miscellaneous income, right? So what is the adjustment? Miscellaneous income receivable was 10,000. That is actually your prepaid value, outstanding value. So what we have to do, we have to add this value. Okay, receivable, that is 10,000. So total value will be 4,10,000 for the miscellaneous income. The other income I told you about this in the question is interest received on fixed asset, so that we have to put 5 lakhs. So the total value of the income, will be 9,10,000. So this 9,10,000 we have to write into the income statement. That is your statement of the statement of profit and loss account. See, so here this note is belongs to 1, this note belongs to 2. So you have to write note number also, so examiner will easily see your notes simultaneously your format, and of course this is very easy to give the marks and see the calculations. Okay, so this is your what we have to do now. We have to add all the revenues and all the incomes, and that is total revenue will come, total value, okay, that is 1,09,10,000 first. So income is clear. Now according to the format we have to deduct the expenses one by one. Now my first expense is cost of material consumed. Now how to calculate the cost of material consumed? We have to make third note in the notes to account, okay, and then we have to write one by one. See, first we have to go with the question. So I am going with the question. First is my opening stock of raw material, purchase of raw material, and purchase return. So of course we have to deduct the purchase return from purchase of raw material. First I am going to do first three this. First I am writing here opening stock of raw material, so that we have to put here in our column. Now the second is my purchase, right? So purchase is 27 lakhs, and then we have to deduct purchase return. So what is the value of the net purchase? 25 lakhs. Clear? Now what is the next which is belongs to material consumed? That is after purchase return, that is freight of raw material, and the other nothing. So there is only the freight on raw material. So we have to write here the freight on raw material. We have to add it, and the value is 30,000. Now what we have to do, we have the closing stock value of raw material. See your question, in your first adjustment it is given raw material is 5 lakh rupees. So what we have to do, the closing stock we have to less. So less this value of the closing stock, and what is the final value of the material consumed is 30,30,000. That we have to write in the final amount in the statement of profit and loss account. This is your statement. So whatever the calculation we have to do into the notes to account, and that is actually the summary what we are doing in the notes to account, and the final amount we have to write into the statement of profit and loss. Now according to the format, after cost of material consumed, we have to do the changes in the inventory. So now in the question, first we have to find changes, means in the inventory I put CI value, that is opening stock of finished goods. Opening stock diya hai. This is the changes of the inventory, is the difference of opening and closing stock of the finished goods. So what we have to do, we have to see the working note. This is note number 4. This is changes in the inventory. First I have to write opening stock of finished good, and the value is 5 lakh. In the adjustment we before only we saw closing stock a value that we have to deduct, and the value is 6 lakh. So of course this is a negative amount, that is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so that 1 lakh rupees we have to write in the income statement, but this is the negative value. See, always don't forget to write the note number, that is 3 and that is 4. So we have to write the negative amount, that is minus 1 lakh rupees. Remember this. Okay, now according to the format, the next expense is your employee benefit expense. Now see the question, what is the EB, means employee benefit expenses, salaries, bonus, director remunerations, and nothing, and there is no adjustment in that. So that is simple. What we have to do, we have to make a note to the notes to account, that employee benefit expenses, we have to write these 3 values. First is your salaries and wages, second what, bonus employee expenses, and the third is director remuneration. These 3 we have to calculate, and the total value we have to write into the 12,80,000 into the income statement. So I am writing here, this is note number 5, 12,80,000. Clear? Then next is according to the adjustment, this is according to the format, the next expense is your finance cost. We have to see the question, what is the finance cost. If I wrote here, see interest paid on debenture, interest on loan from Bank of Baroda. So this is the finance cost, both the value what we have to add here. There is no adjustment also, so this is the note number 6. Okay, note number 6, what we have to do in notes number 6, see, you have to write interest on loan and the amount is 2 lakh. Then the next finance cost is interest on debenture, that the value is 5 lakh. Okay, there is no adjustment in that, so directly simply we have to just took the sum of this, and this is the 7 lakh, and that amount we have to write here, note number 6, and the value is 7 lakh. Okay, next is of course depreciation and amortization expenses, and we have to see first what is belongs to depreciation. See, this 3 depreciation is given, and this 3 amount is also given, and the total value is of course your 9 lakh is given, but we have to write the notes. So first take the 7 notes, that is depreciation and amortization of expenses one by one. We have to write first depreciation is belongs to land and building, the total value is 5 lakh. Next is your plant and machinery, so next amount is 3 lakh. Next depreciation is furniture, so amount is 1 lakh, so the total value will be 9 lakh, and this 9 lakh we have to write into the notes to statement of profit and loss account, and this is your 9 lakh value. Clear? Next and the last expense, you have to write other expense. You have to learn all the format please properly, and you have to know properly which type of expenses will come which type of a head, and by this thing only you can easily solve your sums. So I am writing other expenses. See, other expenses are already highlighted, but I mark it properly, but highlighted the 3 expenses which has an adjustment. So I am doing one by one. First I have to write repair and maintenance, insurance and here premium and audit fees. These are actually the expenses which doesn't have any adjustment, but before that first we have to see what type of the adjustments are there. So see here, this is a single adjustment of RDD, that is 50,000, right? So what I'm doing, first I'm making the notes of note number 8. See, okay, first I'm writing the single adjustment RDD which has a value of 50,000. Now the next I'm doing, okay, the next I'm doing my advertisement expenses, because advertisement expenses also has an adjustment. So advertisement expenses adjustment is prepaid 20,000 prepaid values, and the final value is given 1,20,000. So I am doing here advertisement expenses. See, 1,20,000 prepaid hai, so we have to less the value and we have to write into the outer column. So advertising expenses is done. You can do one by one also. If I am doing alternatively, choice is your dear, choice is your. There is no problem if you are doing one by one. If you write first this nothing, not a problem. Okay, so now I am doing see, now I am doing repair and maintenance. So take repair and maintenance here, and your repair and maintenance ka value is given. Next I am writing insurance premium value. So the insurance is given 30,000. There is no adjustment in that. Again what I have to do, we have to go to the question. See here, we did repair and maintenance, we did insurance. Now electricity charges remain, and electricity का भी हमारा जो है outstanding है, that is 30,000. ठीक है, so I am doing that. और rent का भी है, देखिए rent का भी है, that is electricity का 10,000 है, rent का 30,000 है. So I am doing both the adjustment here in notes to account. So I am writing electricity 40,000. Then I am add outstanding. So outstanding will be, total value will be 50,000. Now next I am doing my rent and taxes. Okay, so I am doing rent and taxes, and after that we have to do the adjustment which is outstanding 30,000 and the total value will be 50,000. So this I have to do this. Both the adjustment is done. Now what is remain, that is audit fees, advertising expenses we done, and sundry expenses. So one by one I have to write into the notes to account also same. This is your audit fees, the value is 50,000. Next is your sundry expenses, and the value is 10,000. So total other expenses you have to write. Choice is yours. First you have to write the adjustment का expenses, and after that without adjustments का expenses लिख सकते हैं आप, या पहले आप ऐसे expenses लिख लीजिए जिसमें आपके adjustments नहीं है, और end में आप adjustments कर सकते हैं. Choice is yours, but we have to complete everything, and the total value we have to write 4,20,000, and this 4,20,000 we have to write into the note number 8. The income statement is 4,20,000. Now this is my total expense. What we have to do, we have to add all these expenses, but remember we have to less minus 1 lakh. So this is a negative amount, so we have to add all this, but whatever what will be the answer? See, first we have to add this, and after that we have to less this. आप ऐसे कर सकते हो. So the total expenses will come, I am taking this B, and the total expense will come 62,30,000. Okay, so this is your total expenses. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the profit before tax. प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स कब आ सकता है? जब हमारे रेवेन्यूज जो है हमारी एक्सपेंसेस से लेस होंगे. व्हेन 1,09,10,000 डिडक्ट फ्रॉम 62 lakh, this 62,30,000 we have to deduct from 1,09,10,000, and the value will be 46,80,000. Now what we have to do, see the question, I done everything, only one adjustment is left. See, closing stock we did, outstanding we did, miscellaneous we did, bad debts we did, then prepaid advertising, only the income tax is left. So what we have to do now, there is no notes now because there is no calculation. We have to directly deduct this provision for tax from the profit before tax, and this is 2 lakh, and the value will come is known as profit after tax, and the value is 44,80,000. So this is your final value, and this is your final answer. Okay, so please understand properly, please understand the concept. What I do, we have to go with the format one by one. You have to write the values. If you doesn't if suppose there is no amount of employee benefit expenses, you can easily write nil, or you have to skip that. Choice is yours. You have to follow one by one the format, and of course the calculation you have to do into the notes to account. See, this is your notes to account. I make total 8 notes, and these total 8 notes I wrote the number simultaneously in your statement of profit and loss. So you can easily solve this calculation in your notebook. Do it very well. If you find if you have any problem, you can write in my comment box. I try my best level to explain everything. By that time, have a good day, have a nice time, solve it properly, and do your best. Bye everyone.